Hello, everyone, and welcome to another long-awaited episode of Popular Decks. I'm your host, Michael, and today I'm going to be playing this Izzet Skred list. It's been a long time since I've played any Pauper or made any videos. I basically haven't played any Pauper since I last made videos. I got the fire back a little bit after seeing the bans and decided to play one league with this Blue-Red Skred list, and it went pretty well. I'm excited to pick it back up and get back in the Pauper streets here. This was basically the best deck when I stopped playing all those years ago, and looks to be, I think, probably the best deck right now, but we'll see if that bears out. I've played 7 games with this and won all 7 against a variety of different decks, so it's been pretty good for me so far. So this is basically the Izzet Skred deck that I used to play, and the only difference is there's a couple cards that we swapped in to get rid of the Delvers, which I wasn't a big fan of the Delvers anyway. They're okay against Tron, but otherwise I'm not a big fan of the Delvers, so I like that they've been removed. So let's get into the deck here. We've got some snow-covered lands to power up our Skreds. So first things first, we'll start on some removal spells. We've got this big pile of removal, a little bit of variety. There's a 1 of Electricity in here for a little bit of sneakiness. This has been pretty good for me so far. I played against a number of decks that it was good against. I played against Elves twice in my 7 matches, and I played against Mono Red and Stompy, and it was good against all of those decks. So it was really nice to have this 1 of Electricity to really blow them out in game 1. We've got some cantrips, so a couple Brainstorms, a couple Ponders, and a full slate of Preordains. Preordain's the best one, that's why we've got 4 of those, and we only have a couple of the others. The Ponder and the Brainstorm go really well with our fetch lands, shuffle stuff away, and they also combo well with the Fairy Seers. So we've got Fairy Seer in here instead of Fairy Miscreant. We've only got 3 of them. They are a really nice combo with Brainstorm and Ponder. You can scry away 2 of the cards that you don't want. They also juice up our Spellstutter Sprites, which will get me into the next set of cards. So we've got Spellstutter Sprites, 1 Spell Pierce, and then some counter spells for counter magic, help us control the board. I've always found that one of the most important things about playing a Delver deck or a Fairy deck in general is that you need to make sure you get value out of your Spellstutter Sprites. That's been the case for me so far, and it's the most important card in the deck. So we're going to be trying really hard today to resolve our Spellstutter Sprites. That's how we get our good card advantage. And then finally, speaking of card advantage, we've got a couple card advantage cards here. We've got 3 Augur of Bolas. Great 2-for-1. Really good against Stompy decks. It's good for blocking, holds down the ground, and gets you some good value, especially if you can get in with it and switch in a Ninja. It's a lot of card advantage. Ninja draws us some cards and keeps bashing. And then finally, the last card is the Crimson Fleet Commodore. This is a new card since I was last playing, and it's one of the new Monarch cards. Well, it's probably not new anymore. I don't know how long ago this came out, but it's pretty strong. Really good against the removal decks. I played against a Pestilence deck, and this card was super good against it. They just sit there removing all your creatures, and then you drop the Commodore and just bury them in card advantage. All right, let's get to the sideboard. We got our normal blasts, 3 blue and 3 red. I realized I've got these blue elemental blasts instead of hydro blasts. That's just a mistake, I guess. I just uploaded this list and haven't realized that I would rather play with hydro blast. Well, it doesn't matter in this deck. I don't have any. There's a minor difference between them in that you can cast the pyro and hydro blast with no target, and you can't do that with the blue elemental and red elemental blasts, but there's no prowess or anything in this deck, so it doesn't matter, but I should switch that just because there's more swag in the Hydro Blast. This deck was made pre-ban, so there are 3 Gorilla Shamans in here. This might not be necessary, but I'm going to leave them in here anyway. I haven't run against Affinity yet, and I haven't boarded these in at all, so they maybe need to come out. The one card I would maybe want more of is this Fiery Cannonade. It's been really good in almost all the matchups that I've played. So this is a new card since I last played. 2 damage to each non-pirate creature. Kind of cool, a little annoying to me that red gets a better sweeper than black, but it is what it is. Sort of a minor combo with Crimson Fleet Commodore because this guy is a pirate, so he doesn't get hit by the Cannonade. Most of the time when I'm boarding these in, I'm boarding out the Commodores anyway, but it's still a little bit of synergy. There are some matchups where I keep them both in. And then last couple cards here, we've got Echoing Truth, really good against like weird things that we can't remove otherwise. So for the most part, that's going to mean enchantments. So stuff like Pestilence, Spider Silk, whatever that one is, Spider Silk Armor, not armor. I don't remember it, but whatever the name of that card is for elves, that gives them all reach and pumps toughness. We a lot of times want to bounce that one back to their hand and counter it on the way down. Last two cards, we've got Relic of Progenitus, good against Graveyard decks, Tron, etc. And then Curfew. Curfew's been really cool for me so far. Really good against Hexproof, so Stompy plays Solana Ledgewalker, and it can be just kind of a little bit of a slowing down of aggro decks. We're not the fastest deck. We're a quick tempo deck, but we're not the fastest deck on the block, so Curfew can be nice, and we can get some good card advantage out of it. We can save a Spell Stutter Sprite from removal or an Augur. We can pick some of these guys up and reuse them. Can be really good with the Commodore also. Get us back Monarch if we somehow lose it. So that's the deck. Not too much else to say about it, I don't think. I think we should get into some games. All right, folks, here we are for match number 1. We have won the die roll, and we're playing against Awesome Rigo. We would like to play first here. And I've got a pretty decent starting hand. I'm going to keep this. Right off the bat, I'm going to lead off with this Evolving Wilds, and I'm going to go grab a mountain, I think. I could start with the island and hold up Spell Pierce and stuff, but I don't think that's necessary, especially on the play. On the draw, I might wait to see what our opponents are up to before deciding, but okay, they're playing a mountain. Regular mountain, so it's not a mirror. I don't know what to expect from just a mountain. I know there's like some black-red combo decks. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get this Augur out on the board right now. Hopefully we hit something. Skred. Who knows if that's any good. If they're playing some combo deck, it might be pretty bad. Although I think that combo deck does have a 2/1 creature that it relies on. Okay, so that's going to be pretty decent here. We're going to Skred this guy to death. So this is probably burn, I guess. Get in with the Augur. Put in the Ninja. I still don't know if it's burn or a combo deck. No 1-drop from burn is a little surprising, but you never know. All right. We're going to pass the turn here. This is going pretty well so far. Okay, it looks like it is. Well, yeah, it looks like we've got a burn deck here. So I do have to decide what I want to do about this Rift Bolt. I think I'm fine letting them hit my Augur with it. I'd like to hold up Spell Pierce this turn. So I think what I'm going to do... I'm going to shuffle and get another island here. I'm going to play that out. Maybe I won't hold up Spell Pierce this turn. I think I'm going to play the Fairy Seer and make sure that my Augur hits. These are pretty good, but I think I would like to find... I guess I'm going to put the Ponder on top and the Augur on the bottom, because I'm just going to play this Augur. I want to make sure I hit, but I'd really like to find... Decide if I want this Lightning Bolt. I have kind of a lot of cantrips. I think I am going to take the Lightning Bolt instead. Let's see what they do with their Rift Bolt. They've only got 5 cards now. You know, I should have just held up Spell Pierce. This was probably a mistake to play this Fairy Seer out, because I think they have to play this the Spell Pierce. Okay, so I guess they're not going to play the Rift Bolt. Because I'm pretty sure they can't suspend this. Oh, they have no lands either. Yeah, that's not great for them. Let's preordain. I'm going to try to find a Ninja here. No Ninja. I'm going to go ahead and just kill this guy now, I guess. Sure. Yeah, and I probably could have waited on that in case they play something else with 1 toughness. So they're going to Lava Spike me. I don't really want to counter this. The only reason I'm considering it is because I might turn off their Needle Drop, but I'm going to let that happen. Yep, they can have the Needle Drop. Alright, maybe I should have countered the Lava Spike, but it turned off all these needle drops. And that skewer. Alright. I probably should have spell pierced that skewer also. I'm playing a little loose here. Still getting the hang of playing on camera again. So I don't want this Commodore. I don't really want a fairy either. We got a lot of burn spells here. Yeah, I was almost certainly a mistake not to spell pierce one of those cards. This is a decent chance the spell pierce ends up dead at some point here. Hopefully they cast one more spell here and I get to spell pierce it. Looks like that's not happening. I'm gonna bolt them. We're gonna start going hard at their life total here. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to lose this game because I didn't spell pierce that stuff earlier. That was just a big mistake. Hopefully they draw some creatures. Chain Lightning. I guess I might as well counter it. Wish I had drawn a Spell Stutter in here at some point. Alright, still hoping to draw Ninja. Ninja would be lethal here. Fire Blast is fine. Ooh, opponent. You're supposed to tap those lands. Well, opponent made a bigger mistake than I did. So that was a little loose by me. I definitely deserved to lose that, but I gotta say opponent also deserved to lose that one. So, alright, so I'm obviously bringing in these blue elemental blasts. I probably have too much removal here. Yeah, definitely going to be looking at these removal spells. I don't think they have any artifacts that I really care about. So I'm going to cut the Abrade. I don't really want 2 mana removal. And then Skreds are probably not necessary. It's nice that we were on the play there. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to kill the Thermo Alchemist with the Skreds. I think this looks pretty good. There's something to be said about maybe taking these Commodores out just because tapping 4 mana is pretty rough, but I think I'm going to leave those in. I think this all looks okay. I don't know if I want these curfews. There's something to be said about Echoing Truth. I could use this to remove a curse if they still play that card. I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. Alright. Hopefully a little tighter play from both of us this round. Oh, this one's iffy. Definitely an iffy one here. I think I'm going to keep this just because Augur into Ninja is so strong, and I do have a removal spell for a Thermal Alchemist. I'm going to lead off with this Mountain. In case they play out a Thermal Alchemist, I'm going to want to kill that right away. Alright, recycling a cave. Alright, I'm going to kill these Marauders too. It's a shame they still get to hit me for 2 damage, but that is what it is. The Marauders are really strong here. Cost me a card and deal me 2 damage is really good. Alright, Brainstorm, that's going to be good later with these fetch lands. Hopefully I still hit something. Awesome. Almost as good as a Hydroblast, which would have definitely been our best draw. Alright, the spike in my face. Yep. Alright, hopefully we're not dead next turn. I am going to put this Ninja into play. Most likely. Yep, looks like that's still the case. Let's go ahead and get in. Alright, Ninja. Hopefully this forces them to spend a burn spell on our Ninja. Run out the Evolving Wilds. Alright, hopefully I'm not dead. Could definitely be dead to like triple Triple bolt and a fire blast. That's just gonna happen. That'd be pretty much a perfect draw for them, so it's gonna be tough to beat that on the play. Alrighty. Ooh, Spell Stutter Spray is a great draw. So let's go ahead and get in there. Right now I can't really cast two of anything. I'm going to play a Brainstorm here. I'm going to put back the Commodore and the Augur. Shuffle that stuff, get another island. And then I'm going to pass the turn here. I'm going to have to discard probably Preordain. I've got a ton of those. So my opponent couldn't kill me last turn. So I'm going to be leaving up all these counter spells the rest of the game. Or in this case, all two of them. That's all I have right now. So just trying to buy myself some more counters. Let's go with Ponder here. So I can take one of these cards and shuffle away a different one with the Ash Barrens. Lightning Bolt's the best one of these, but I think I just want more counters. I'm going to shuffle. I don't need this stuff. Alright, cool. I'm going to go ahead and discard another Preordain. Hey, they remembered to float the mana this time. So I'm just going to counterspell that. Now I don't have to discard, which is cool. Alright, we win the match. Easy enough. This second game was a lot closer than it looked. If they had obviously they had this Fire Blast. If on that turn 3 they had one more single mana burn spell and they ran out these the Bolt and the Skewer, we would have been dead. So really close one. And obviously both of us tried to throw away that first game. I got lucky enough to win it. So cool. Let's move on to match number 2. All right, here we are for round number 2. We're playing against Respectful Nurse Shark. We've got a pretty bad hand, and we're on the draw. We're going to mulligan this. This hand is also not amazing, but I am going to keep it. And decide what to put away. I'd like to put away either the Fairy Seer or the Spell Pierce. I don't know which one to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of the Spell Pierce and hope it's not a Spell Piercing matchup. Realistically, I'm not... Oof. I don't know if that's what our opponent meant to do. Maybe they've got a bounce land here for turn number 2. Would have been nice to get this Fairy Seer out. They must be playing a bounce land here, because that is just crazy otherwise. Yeah, okay. So Zoria's Chancery makes me think this is probably one of the Esper Familiar decks that I've seen. But we will find out. Alright, let's run a Fairy Seer out here. So both good cards. I guess I'm going to put the Ponder on the bottom. I think I'm not going to have time to play that for a while. I'm going to put the Augur on top. Next turn I'm going to play the Fairy and probably try to play the Ninja and then the Fairy. Hopefully I can attack in. The white Familiar has flying, so I'm not going to be able to get in with the Fairy Seer. If that's something they've got. I do wish I had... Oh, Angelic Renewal. Weird. I have no idea what we're playing against. So, alright, let's get in there with the Fairy Seer. Gonna go ahead and put in the Ninja. Alright, let's always yield to those. Drew a Preordain. Glad I put that Ponder on the bottom. We're getting clogged up on these things. I'm going to be looking, I think, for both of these. These both look good. I think I'm going to put the Lightning Bolt on top Because if they play a creature, well, yeah, if they play a creature, I'm not going to be able to really kill it and get in anyway, but... I think realistically I'm going to be looking at both those cards next turn. Probably should have put those the other way, because there's a decent chance I'm going to want to run out an Augur here. Oof. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to beat. That's going to be very tough to beat. I have seen this combo before. So they've got about 1,000,000 power. So I'm going to be, I guess, looking for my 1 Electricity. I'm going to start with this Augur because I know it's going to hit. And I don't really want double bolt for anything, I don't think. It'd be nice to kill this 2/4, but... I don't know which one of these I want. I think realistically I'm going to want this Spell Pierce more, but Spell Pierce is so bad if they know about it is my main problem with it. Alright. These are both decent. I could really use another land. I think I'm going to put these both on the bottom, even though I love those cards. Because I'd like to find a land, and I want to find Electricity. Those are really the only cards that matter to me at the moment. I think we're done for in this one. Not having a counterspell for this guy on turn 4 was really killer. Even if I had kept Spell Pierce in my opening hand, I don't think I would have held it up turn 3 to counter this renewal. Although maybe I would have. If I would have had enough mana to put in the Ninja and hold up Spell Pierce instead of preordaining. Oh, never mind. I definitely wouldn't have because I played the Fairy Seer on turn 2. Alright, they're getting in. I think I'm just going to let all these through. I'd rather keep my Fairy alive. Let's see what we get next here. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, this was not really going to be very possible for us to beat, I don't think. But we still have a chance with our Electricity. If we can find our Electricity, we can get through all this stuff. Alright, we got a Spell Stutter Sprite. Play a Preordain. I'm really looking for Electricity. But I would also like some more land, so I think I am going to keep this one because I'd like to have double red on a future turn here. Come on, Electricity. We're still looking. We've seen a lot of cards and haven't seen it yet. Alright, we're going to take the Dispel. So hopefully if we do find our Electricity, we'll be able to actually resolve it. We probably need to find it this turn, because they're going to have just a lot of flyers here. It's crazy. If we could have countered this Soul, they would have had basically nothing this whole game. But since we couldn't counter it, they're just absolutely murdering us. Alright, they're going to get in with their bird tokens. I'm not going to block these again, I don't think. Maybe I will, because I think this might take a turn off the clock, right? So they'll get in for 5, and I'll go down to 9. And they'll have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just only need to play 1 fairy. Feels pretty bad, though, since my only out is Electricity to kill all those anyways. Alright, I think we're going to be swinging with everything this turn. They're going to kill my Ninja probably, which I suppose is fine. We're still desperately looking for Electrickery here. Hopefully it's our top card right now. It wasn't. I have to play... Well, I don't know. I'm going to try to bolt this guy. And they're going to counter it or play an Ephemerate or something. And I'm going to try to Dispel and it's not going to work. But I'm still just going to try it here. I was kind of hoping to get a bird token or two in front of our augurs there. Okay, they're just going to let it go. I'm going to run out our fairies here. That's interesting. Alright, well, I don't know if they have pump spells or anything like that that's going to kill me this turn, but at best we're going to 2. I'll have a couple more looks here next turn at this Electrickery, and then we'll be dead. So that's what we're looking at here. If I had traded with a bird earlier, we could have had 1 more life. I don't think that's going to make a difference. I put a lot of non-Electrickeries on the bottom, so I actually don't think I want to shuffle. Alright, here we go. No! We're dead. Dang it. Alright, well, needed that Electrickery bad. So definitely going to bring in these Pyroblasts. Relic seems pretty decent against the Angelic part of the combo. Echoing Truth would have been pretty good against all those tokens, and we can get Journey with that pretty well too sometimes. So these are the cards I'm considering, but I'm not sure I'm going to bring in these ones over here. So let's see what I want to get rid of, and if there's any... See how much stuff I want to actually get rid of. So the Lightning Bolts seemed really bad. The Abrade seemed bad. I'm definitely getting rid of the Abrade. The Bolts seemed pretty bad. The Electrickery seemed like it would have been good. The Skred would have been decent, because Skred can actually get up to 4 to kill that thing. I don't know if I want these Commodores very much. This isn't really a deck. It didn't look like their deck was one that is just going to be like really removal heavy. That's where the Commodores are really good. So I think I'm going to take all the... I'm going to take 2 bolts out. 1 Commodore. I think I'm going to leave this stuff. You guys will have to let me know what you think. I think I'm going to take 1 more bolt out and bring in the Echoing Truth. I'm going to leave 1 bolt in. I don't know how I feel about this. Definitely some better sideboarding that could happen there, but that's what I'm going to go with. Yes, I want to play first. It looks okay. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to preordain on turn 1, look for some creatures. Want a creature that I can ninja. Those are both good. I think I'm going to put the ninja on the bottom and the sprite on the top. Really don't want to run out this Ash Barrens next turn because of how heavy my blue requirements are. Doesn't look like they're going to be casting anything next turn anyway, so I'm not going to get to sprite a 1-drop. Yeah, I don't think they're going to cast anything this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and play this Evolving Wilds, and I'm going to Ash Barrens with my island. Just so likely that their start is going to be the same as last time with leading on that Ash Barrens. Except this time they have to discard because they're on the draw, so that's kind of nice. Alright. Let's pop this. I'm going to put another island into play. This to grab a mountain. Be nice if this were a boomerang. I could really just kill him horribly. So I don't think I'm gonna cast Counterspell on something this turn. I don't think so. These are both decent, but they're not that... are they blue heavy enough that I want another Pyroblast? I'm gonna put these both on top. That might be wrong. And there's a decent chance I Brainstorm end of turn here just for mana efficiency. Just want to get some velocity through my deck here. So I can't counter the renewal. I can Echoing Truth it, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. I'm just going to Spell Stutter here at the end of turn. See if they have something that's going to kill it for 1 mana here. Maybe they've got Gut Shots or something weird. Kind of regretting this because I wish I had some more mana here. I really want to hit a land, so I'm going to tap low on Pyroblast. So I really should have put the Pyroblast on the bottom, I think. I guess I'm going to grab a red source here so I can hold up the Pyroblast. I don't really want them to be able to evoke a Muldrifter for free like so easily next turn. They're going to be able to get away with it with a Dispel anyway, but... Yep, alright. That worked out really well. They must have a bounce land or something here. Yeah. Well, that worked out great. Let's preordain. Perfect. I don't... Well, yeah, let's put the Skred on top, but I want to draw the island right away. Alright. Let's see what they've got here. Another Angelic Renewal is fine. Hopefully they evoke a Muldrifter and I'll just Echoing Truth those back to their hand. I'm gonna wait on the Brainstorm, I think, here. And then if I don't hit a land with this, I'm gonna play the Brainstorm and look for one. That's not great. I don't think I want all these Augurs. Yeah, I'm a bit Brainstorm locked here. At this point, I don't want to tap low on Counterspell, so I guess I'm gonna have to discard something. I think I'm gonna discard an Augur. So I want to keep an Augur in my hand. Let's follow my knot. Let's put a Counterspell and then Augur. I'm gonna discard the Augur here. Yeah, maybe I should have cast Echoing Truth on these Angelic Renewals last turn. I'm not sure. Hopefully they play yet another one. Now I'm getting pretty tempted to Echoing Truth those guys. Yeah, now they're going to be tapped low. They're going to have to discard if I do that. Yeah, it seems decent. And then I don't have to discard. Hopefully this is a Dispel. Yeah. Yeah. This worked great. At least they don't have to discard now. From their perspective, I guess that's decent, but all right, so I'm going to draw that counter spell here. Question is, do I want to put in another ninja? So the upside is more like I could actually hit a land here. The downside is I don't have counter plus spell stutter up. I'm going to put the ninja in. Alright, not the land we wanted, but probably the land we deserve. So I've still got Counterspell plus Fire Blast up, so that's decent enough. Journey. Yeah, that's fine. So you can see why I maybe wouldn't want the Commodore here. It's just too hard to have that much mana up. I wouldn't cast, I'm not even willing to cast these Augur Bolasses because I don't want to tap low on counter magic. Another island is a great draw. We are now to the point where I think I'm going to be willing to play this Augur. Although I'm going to play this instead. See if they want to counter this. This turns off Angelic Renewal. I just don't know if I care enough about Relic. They've got 2 more renewals in their hand. Yeah, they just can't. They can't do anything. They've only got 2 spells. I'm just not going to cast anything. I've got all these counters up. I've got 2 counters plus either Pyroblast or Spell Stutter. I'll just let all the renewals resolve that they want. And I'll just make sure I counter any creatures they have. I'm tempted to run the Spell Stutter out there. Looks like I should have. Still looking for another land. Didn't hit one. The Augur slows down the clock. So this gives me double counter plus Pyroblast. It's still probably enough for 3 cards in their hand. Brainstorm's okay. I'm just going to discard both of these, I think. No, I'm going to discard the Skred and the Augur. If that Skred were a bolt, I would be able to kill them next turn, but it's not. Yeah, there's just nothing they can do here, I don't think. So I don't have lethal, even if I flash in this Sprite, right? It's just 5. I'm just going to save some blue mana and cast this Brainstorm now. Let's put both lands on top, and then we'll draw one of those lands. No real reason to tap any blue mana. I'm not going to cast any of these guys. I have enough counter spells to counter every card they could have next turn. Oh no! They gained a life. Alright, I'm going to run out the Spell Starter Sprite and kill him. They already know about this guy, so I'm not too worried about it. Not giving up any more information here. Alright. That seemed pretty good. That really showed me that I don't want these Commodores, but I also don't think I want any of this other stuff. Yeah, there's just no way I'm gonna cast this guy, right? Yeah. Well, I could cast him if I had my sweepers out. You guys have to let me know what you think, if I should be playing this Cannonade or not. I think I'm going to take the Commodore out and put the Cannonade in. I really don't want to cast the Cannonade because I probably have a more developed board than them, but if like what happened in the first game happens where they end up with a million tokens, then I'm going to want it. This starts a little slow, but I think I am going to keep this one. Alright, they mulliganed. It makes me happier to keep a hand like this one. They have bounce lands that can undo their mulligans pretty easily. So far I haven't seen much from their deck other than just literally only Muldrifters and that 7 mana guy. So Island this time. Ponder, they've got the fishy art Ponder. I'm a bigger fan of the Moon Ponder myself. Alright, they chose not to shuffle. They found some stuff they like. I'm going to lead off with this tap land here. Alright, Preordain. I didn't see that many cantrips out of them these last couple games, but they must have I'm sure they've got at least like 6 or something. And I'm expecting a bounce land, yep. So on 3 mana, I don't really have anything I'm super scared of, so I'm going to run out this Augur that I was fortunate enough to draw. Otherwise, I was going to Preordain. Those would have been some nice cards to draw, I think. Wish I had Preordained and grabbed that Fairy Seer, but it is what it is. See if they run out here, just a Divination. That's fine. Looking for a land. Found one. Alright, let's get in the Ninja. Alright, Island, and we're going to Preordain. These both seem decent. I've got a good suite of cards in my hand here, and Echoing Truth I think can answer a lot of the problems that I might run into. So it looks like they're kind of spinning their wheels a little bit, and I've got a clock on the board. But they could take it away with a Journey pretty easily here if they find a Journey to Nowhere. Get my Ninja off the board. That's another nice corner case for the Echoing Truth, especially if they have 2 Journeys out. If they Journey 2 of my Ninjas, end of turn I get them both back. Regain the card advantage that I would have lost. Alright. They did nothing against our Ninja. Let's get in. Island. I'm going to play this Augur. I'm just going to hold up 1 counter spell. If they counter the Augur, that's fine. I think Counterspell is a lot better than Cannonade, so I'm going to take that one. And I'm going to go ahead and discard this Lightning Bolt. I just don't care about this bolt at all. See if they do end of turn here. Alright, just Nash Barons. Yeah. Would have been nice to point that at their face, but I don't see myself having spare mana at basically any point this game. I'm going to do the same thing as last time. I'm going to let that Renewal resolve. I might have countered it if I had a Fairy in play and I could have spell stuttered it, but I'm not going to waste a counterspell on it. They're not willing to run their Muldrifter into my counterspell here. I'm just gonna hold up my mana here. I'm not gonna swap in this Ninja. Alright, I guess I'm gonna get rid of the Skred. At this point I'm gonna try not to allow them to actually resolve anything, rather than trying to remove something that they've resolved. See if they're gonna cast anything here. Looks like they're going for something. Late to dinner, they're gonna get back a Muldrifter. Yeah, I'll counterspell that. So now I have to decide if I want to Pyroblast think I'm going to Pyroblast here because I'm going to run out this Spell Stutter, and then I think I'm going to put in my Ninja. Depends what I draw here. I just didn't play the Spell Stutter, so I guess that is off the table. But that's alright. No land means I'm not going to play anything. If I was going to play like this, I obviously shouldn't have wasted my Pyroblast, but... Alright, let's see if they've got in store this turn. This is kind of the typical Izzet Skred, Delver kind of game plan. You get a couple threats on the board, and then you just protect them the whole time. Clear the way and protect them. To be honest with this Skred, I don't care that much if they resolve. There's some things I don't care if they resolve. I'm going to counter that, I guess. I might as well counter it because I'm going to have to counter the counterspell to get back with it anyway. Now I'm not going to play my Spell Stutter out because I'm a little short on counters here. Pharisee is actually a really good draw. That turns my Spell Stutter into an actual counterspell for a lot of spells. Yeah, let's get an island with this. I was debating just running that out as a land. But having 5 mana up this turn isn't that useful to me. I think I just want both of these. It's pretty tempting to Spell Stutter, but I think I'm going to let it resolve. I would have Spell Stuttered this on some earlier turns, but I have lethal here in 2 turns and I don't need the Spell Stutter. And I want to save the Spell Stutter for a fight that matters. So like if they tap for that creature, whatever, that 2/4, I want to be able to counterspell and Spell Stutter. That can resolve for sure. Yeah, so this obviously does nothing here. So I do have a couple options. I can Echoing Truth these back, but I'm just going to counter it. So I don't think I have lethal here. If I had held that bolt this whole time, I think I could have had lethal. So I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I can get a 6th one with the Ninja. I don't think there's any reason to Echoing Truth that stuff back. I'm just going to untap. I'm going to play this. Maybe I shouldn't have put both islands on top because I don't know if we're going to have that many turns. Ninja back this Augur. Yeah, that was, I think, a mistake to do that second one. Alright, well, I got a couple spells up here. So this, I guess, is going to resolve, but I'm going to go ahead and Echoing Truth these renewals back. I'm going to have to kind of fight through the tokens. And I've got a couple answers to Ephemerate here. Which looks like they did not have. So I'm going to Skred one of these guys. So if I Skred and play out the Spell Stutter, I have lethal. Seems a little risky. I'm going to go for it, though. I know 2 of their cards are Angelic Renewals. And if they want to spend a counterspell on my Skred on a token, and that's all okay with me. don't think there's a good way for me to get blown out too hard on that one. I'm gonna run out the spell stutter too. I might get blown out here by just not knowing the deck very well. If they have some way to like return this soul at instant speed. Looks like it was all for nothing. I just had another ninja right on deck here. Should have maybe played my augur first, but I didn't. Alright, we've got lethal here. They got anything? Maybe they have like a ghostly flicker or something. Wow. Alright, well, I definitely should have played these augurs. I did not expect that. Yeah, I should have played these augurs first. That was just a mistake. Shouldn't matter, I'm really far ahead, but definitely a mistake there. I'm just going to play the augur. I think I'm going to shuffle these. Yep. Oh boy. Well, I might have thrown this one away. We'll see what happens. I'm still pretty far ahead, but yeah, there are definitely ways they could have gotten out of that. Like if they reanimate the Soul of Migration and they have like a couple ephemerates or something, I could have definitely lost. So a little sloppy play there again. Playing sloppy, but this deck is strong enough that I can still win even if I play sloppy. So, all right, let's go on to the next one. All right, here we are for round number 3. Took a little break. Hopefully play a little tighter this time. We're playing against Terminus 0, and we're going to play first. This is always an iffy one. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. One land Brainstorm, always a little tricky, but hopefully we don't get Brainstorm locked. That's all there is to it. We have a pretty good hand if we can hit our second land here. And just in the interest of not getting Brainstorm locked, I'm not going to be playing the Brainstorm on turn 1 here. If we're really lucky, we can Spell Pierce something. Nope. Alright, Crane Ranger, most likely Elves, but could be Stompy still. I don't know if Stompy still plays Crane Ranger or not, but we'll find out here. Alright, Electrickery is a really good one. Unfortunately, looks like we're not going to be hitting our red source for a little while here, though. So next turn, I'm going to be playing the Augur of Bolas. I'd like to get rid of this Commodore. Yeah, I don't really want to put any of these instants or sorceries on, and I don't want to put any of these instants on top anyway, so let's just put, yeah, do the Commodore, and then we'll just draw the Electrickery next turn. I could have put one of these two. Oh, wall deck. I did not expect that. Well, maybe I'm not so happy about the Electrickery, but I am happier about this Dispel and Spell Pierce now. They might actually do something. Alright, let's run out the Augur. Clear that Commodore off the top. I still don't want it. Bolt is fine. I do wish that we hadn't put that mountain to the bottom. That's one that I'm going to want to draw. Tinderwall, hopefully I'm not just dead here. I'm going to say the Spell Pierce is not looking very good. Alright, let's Brainstorm. Still no red. So Electrickery is looking a lot worse. What do I want to shuffle away here? I think I'm going to play the Augur because I really need to hit a red source here soon, I think. Start killing some of these. I think I can... To be honest, I can probably get rid of this Spell Pierce. I don't really see any reasonable world where that... So I'm definitely putting the Electrickery on top, I think. Only kills Quarian Ranger. Maybe I just hold up Spellstutter Sprite, but it's really bad to miss my land next turn. I'm not really making any progress. Can't even get in with the Spell Stutters because of the Sentinel without drawing some land. I think I'm going to put the Ninja on top. Get rid of the Ninja. I'm really pretty far away, I think, from getting in with the Ninja. I'm going to get rid of the Spell Pierce. Alright, we'll see if that comes back to bite me. And I am going to play the Augur. I don't know. I think we're just hoping they don't have anything good. Because I can't realistically hold up. I don't have counters that actually do anything. Alright, they've got like 1,000,000 mana this turn. Hopefully they don't have anything that's useful. Would have been nice to hit a red source to kill this Guardian. Secret Door, that's a little annoying. I could have actually countered that with Spell Stutter. They're going to get to Venture a couple times. Alright, they've got infinite mana, so I'm dead. I'm not going to make them play this out, but just so you can kind of see what's happening. Oh, interesting. They didn't need to do that. Anyway, they have infinite mana with this guy. So he taps for a bunch of mana, and then they're going to untap it with this blue, and then they can Secret Door a ton of times to kill us. I'm not going to make them play it out, even though I could. There's a decent chance they might time out if I make them play it out, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, so that went poorly. I got pretty punished, I think, there. I was probably still in rough shape, but I could have countered that door. Alright, what do we want to bring in? Pyroblasts. Definitely want those. Cannonade's okay against a couple other things. I probably don't want that. So, don't need the Relic for anything. Echoing Truth is an answer. Kind of. Curfew's kind of an awkward one, but I could bring that in. I think I'm just going to bring in the Pyroblasts, and I'm going to cut the Electrickery. This is the other tough thing. I don't know what else to cut. Might be the Augurs, because they're not going to be able to attack, and the blocking doesn't do anything. That's probably right. It's going to be tough for me to get through these guys. I'm going to maybe need to trample over with this Commodore. Alright, let's try this out. We had a little bit of an anemic draw last time, and they had a pretty good one, so let's mulligan this. Too many lands. I'm going to keep this. I think I'm going to ditch the Spell Pierce. I think by the time they're casting non-creature spells, a lot of the time they have a ton of mana. Alright, Evolving Wilds. I'll just crack this now for an island. We can have 6. Alright. Caretaker doesn't really do much right now. Gonna ponder here. These are pretty decent. I'm probably gonna put this Commodore on the bottom with the Fairy Seer next turn. And I'm gonna wait. Probably gonna bolt this guy depending on what they play. Yeah, let's go ahead and bolt this. Hopefully that slows him down here. And they didn't play a 1-drop that turn, so I'm going to play out this Fairy Seer. Commodore on the bottom, island on top. We need some more lands. Yeah, there was something to be said about saving my mana to kill that guy. So this is the tricky turn. I think I'm going to wait. Really don't just don't want to get killed straight up next turn by Freed from the Realm. When I could hold up Counterspell. Problem is, how long am I going to be sitting here, you know? So they can tap for 3. Yeah, so they could tap this for some. They can still kill me with a Freed from the Rail if I counter that, so I have to let that resolve. I wonder if I should have saved this bolt. I just have tons of mana at the moment here. So I think I'm going to counter this one. They don't have any blue now. Now I could get beat pretty bad by a couple things like an aerial, whatever that's called, the aerial card that kills all the fairies. Right, they had 2 of those. Spell Pierce would have been okay here. Unfortunately, they drew 3 creatures. They had no lands in their top 4. Hopefully draw an island. Okay. That actually means we can probably... Yeah, let's swing in here. I'm going to put in the ninja. Double mountain, okay. So let's see what they're going to do here. I'm dead to a pump spell. I'm dead to all kinds of stuff. Secret Door resolves. Transmute. So they're out of blue mana at the moment. Brain Ranger. Yeah, that's fine. So they'll probably untap the Guardian here. So now I can kill the Guardian. Oh, when am I going to use this bolt? So they untap the Guardian, and I'm just going to be dead next turn too. Is the real problem. So if I kill this now, they just run out the Axebane Guardian that they drew. And then next turn, they'll have Galvanic Alchemist up. Oh, but they won't be able to cast it this turn. Okay. I'll have Counterspell up next turn. Let's just kill this now then. I don't think they'll have blue mana this turn. I know most of their cards. So they're going to run out this Guardian. They've got the Forest. So, okay. So I'll be able to... Let's go ahead and... Okay, that's cool. We can kill this guy then. Yeah, I think I'll probably just kill that guy now. Okay. I don't know. Let's attack with both. What are they gonna... Sure, they'll just block. Alright, so they don't have any blue mana at the moment. Tempted to run out this Sprite here just because I'm so Yeah, I gotta increase my clock, and I'm really restricted on blue mana. Alright, I'm less restricted now. I'm just gonna keep attacking with all of them, because why not? I don't know, I just have to hope I can keep them off of any blue mana for a lot of turns. We'll see if that happens. Ugh. I think I have to counter this, unfortunately. Makes it really easy for them to go off all in one turn, and it slows down my clock by a ton. That one feels pretty bad. Well, I'm dead, I think. Maybe not quite, though. Okay. Drift for Lead the Stampede. So I get to cast the Lead the Stampede. Maybe I shouldn't have countered that guy? I don't know. Alright, let's brainstorm. I think I'm going to put Counterspell on top, then Commodore. Next turn I'm going to play the Commodore. Hold up Counterspell. Do wish there were a way I could kill this guy, but I don't have a way to do that right now. Yeah, so counter. Yeah, because I want to hold up counters this turn. I can only hold up one no matter what. Yeah, this is not looking good. This should be a pretty good matchup, I would think, for us, but I think I probably made some mistakes, not prioritizing all the right stuff. Obviously, I don't care about any of these. I'm going to play the Commodore, and we're going to probably lose the Monarch, too. So, they have a lot of mana here, of course. Sure. I don't care if they venture one time. So we're going to scry one. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the venture mechanic, it's fairly complicated. They basically get like some tiny advantages each time they venture. Like they're going to start making some 1/1 tokens. Now that I didn't have to play out this counter spell, I kind of wonder if maybe I should have put the other counter on top. They're just really slowly gonna grind me out here. I think I'm gonna run out the Commodore and hope they don't really have much else. I know these two cards in their hands. Where did they scry? They put the card on top. I'm still just gonna run out the Commodore. We'll see what they do. It's a huge advantage if I can survive this turn. I don't care about the battlement, really. They'll get to venture a couple times here, but that's just what it is. I think I can probably auto-yield to that. They're going to get a treasure token, it looks like. Yep. Brain Ranger's fine. Galvanic Alchemist is their last card. I need to save my counters for that. How many attackers do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have a lot of attackers, but I think that's okay. I should be able to take back Monarch if they take it for a turn. So still only have one source of blue. I am kind of wishing I had that Electrickery back in my deck. Did I leave any sweepers in? No, I don't have any. Alright, Pyroblast. think I'd rather save that for the alchemist than use it on the secret door. I'm just going to pass the turn here. Alright, Skred is okay. Yeah, you guys can all go off in the comments on how I should have kept that electrickery, and I guess I didn't quite realize how many 1/1s they had in their deck. Oh man, they're pinging me for one. So I get to draw a card now after all that. I think I'll probably Skred this secret door after this turn is over here, depending on what they do. Alright. Hopefully I've auto-yielded to all of these so far at this point. The only thing I don't know is if I should Skred they only have one source of blue, or if I should Skred this guy. Because if they play another one of these, I really don't want to counter it. I could cut off some of their mana by Skredding these battlements. Maybe that's the better play. I'm going to Skred a battlement. Alright. Spell Starter's nice. I'm tempted to get in there with the Commodore. I think I will. If they want to block, they can. Okay. And I'm happy if they feel like they're gonna... If they feel like they want to attack and try to take just one turn worth. I'm going to counter that with a Spell Stutter here. Yeah. Okay, we got him. They didn't even try to put out that Galvanic Alchemist, but I guess they never had enough defenders. Alright, this Electricity is coming in. I think these Cannonades are too. I'm going to take out this other Augur. I don't think they had enough red spells that I wanted the Blue Elemental Blast. I only saw the one. Spell Pierce seems pretty bad unless it's right away. I'm going to take that out. And I didn't see anything to dispel, so I guess maybe that shouldn't have been in the first place. I kind of figured they would either have like Pyroblasts or Dispels of their own, but I didn't see any stuff like that, so maybe they don't have that. I don't think I'm missing anything else, so I'm going to submit. Alright, we're on the draw this time. It's going to be a little tougher, but hopefully we have a little better sideboard plan than we did first time. Opponent has 61 cards. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to run out the Fairy Seer on turn 1 and try to scry into a land. They mulligan to 6 and then kept. Well, I guess I'm not running out this Seer on the first turn. Bolt is a good draw. I'm going to be looking for a red source here. All right. That's pretty good. Next turn I can bolt this guy and then play the Seer out, and I've got a bunch of removal lined up. This guy's reach is pretty annoying. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm going to play the bolt on this because I'm going to draw another bolt. I'm going to keep that bolt on top. I'm going to put this other Fairy Seer on the bottom, I think. Just going to try to trade 1-for-1 for a little while here, and then hopefully start getting some 2-for-1s. Oh, I guess I got to kill that guy. Maybe I should have kept that other Fairy Seer on top, because that would have been nice to play next turn. Hopefully I don't get to gas up too much with whatever draw spell they're going to play here. So, okay. They just got 2 creatures off of that. I'm going to play the Skred. No, I'm going to play the Bolt. They've got enough stuff that costs 4 that I'm going to want to eventually kill, I think, with Skred. And I can't attack because the Sentinel has reach. Stinks that I can't hold up Spellstutter Sprite. This is obviously like the best card against our draw here, and they drew 2 of them. They drew a land, they've got Secret Door. Oh wait, what am I missing? Do they play? Oh, they played the Leaf Caller out. Yeah, it would have been really nice if I could have sprited that. And obviously they hit 4 creatures. This deck is pretty low on lands. They only play like 10 or something. And our opponent has kind of drawn a lot of them, but that's alright. I don't think they have an infinite combo yet, but I really need to draw some more land here. Cannonade's okay. Fortunately, I can't really get in with this Fairy Seer at the moment. They can untap their Sentinel, so I can't get in with the Ninja. I could Skred the Sentinel, but I don't think that's what I want to use my Skred on. I'm going to get punished here, I think, because now my Skred can't kill this Guardian, and that's what I want to kill the most. So, I could spell stutter this. It's not that important, but it does add a mana for the battlement. I can't spell stutter the Axeman Guardian no matter what, and they have 2 secret doors, so I guess I will spell stutter this. Yeah, it's definitely frustrating. I feel like I almost certainly threw this game away. So I got a bunch of mana here. I'm going to get to venture one time. They're going into the big one, I guess. Alright, hopefully we find some lands. Did find one. Oh, so what am I definitely not using this turn? So I can kill the Axebane. Not sure I'm going to. I'm going to hold up Spell Stutter for sure. I guess I can put the Commodore on top. That's when I'm most likely to scry away with Fairy Seer if I ever get a chance to actually use it. And then I guess I'll put the Cannonade on top since I can't cast it this turn. But I'd like to draw it next turn. Still can't attack. Their Sentinel has reach. Alright, gotta spell stutter that. Just have to hope they can't kill me here. I am dead to some things, but I'm not dead to that. Yeah, so they're gonna get to do a couple of these, I guess, but none of them really do anything until they get to draw 3 cards at the bottom. They're a little ways away from that. Not too far. They'll be able to do it like next turn. At some point, I'm probably going to have to make a play where I just hope they don't draw anything. Fortunately, this Cannonade really is rough. Kills all my guys. The longer I wait, the more of my stuff it's going to kill. I think think maybe I just Skred this. If I Skred the Guardian, they're a lot more limited on their mana. Then I have to draw that stupid ogre. Yeah, I'm gonna Skred it. Still can't attack through this guy. So I knew they had that forest. This is a lot of mana. Hopefully they're just building it up and then they're going to Secret Door a couple times. Fortunately, I know I'm drawing a blank next turn. It's not very good. All right. What'd they get? 2 forests. They can play one of them. I think they already played their forest for the turn. Not that it matters. So scry 3. So if I cannonade here, they're only going to have 1 blue mana next turn. It's definitely something I should consider. They put all 3 on top. I think I probably have to cannonade as much as it's painful and just hope that this doesn't do too much damage to me. Maybe I just wait for them to do that last one. I'm not going to play the Fairy Seer, I don't think. I'd like to keep that in my hand for after I play the Cannonade. Bad part is I'm going to have to play around a Freed from the Real, I think. So if they play something like a Lead the Stampede, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to counter that. All right, see what they've got. All right, a Muldrifter. That Reaping the Graves is gonna be pretty rough for me. Why did they have to reveal all of them? And the Muldrifter's fine. That gets swept up all the same in the Cannonade. I don't think I can realistically afford to counter that. Okay. So they used up their treasure here. I don't know. I'm gonna let all these resolve, and it's possible I should have countered the one that was getting the Axebane back. I just have to discard here, discarding a forest. Okay. Pretty tempted to play out this Commodore. I'll probably die next turn. if I do that. Nothing that I saw them get actually kills me. If they've drawn Freed from the Real at any point in here, I would be dead. They're going to have about 1 billion mana. Yeah, I think I just got to pass. I don't know. I think I might have kept maybe, I don't know if I kept too much removal or something at the top or something, or I just got unlucky that the Winding Way hit 4 creatures or whatever. You know, this is when I almost have to counter. No, I don't know. Yeah, I guess good thing I didn't. Problem now is they just have so much blue mana, even after I cannonade. So do I counter this guy? I think I do, and just hope that they don't have anything good. I'm going to represent counterspell here, so maybe they're afraid to go for the Freed from the Real if they have it. Okay, they're transmuting. Okay. Sure, they've all got haste. Archer's gonna kill all my guys. Not much to do about that. Hopefully they play out the other Archer and I can sweep them both up. I think this is going to be my first loss with this deck. This definitely seems like a match, like combo decks should just be something you could definitely win with a deck like this, but I don't know. My draws just didn't line up and I didn't play very well, I don't think. Feels like I should have been able to win some of these. I'm just going to have 6. They can play around. I probably could. I wonder if I could have timed out my opponent. Probably could have, but that's not very good content, so it's not really worth my time or anyone who's watching. So probably could have made him play it out that first game. But they had infinite mana, so no need. See what they get here. Alright, they do have infinite now that they got the Alchemist. Alright, game over. Good games, opponent. On to the next round. Alright, here we are for round number 4. We're 2-1. I'd like to go first. We're playing against Cold Bias Ticklebush. And this hand looks pretty good. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to run the Fairy out on turn 1. We're going to hope to find an untapped land so I can put the Ninja in right away. Yeah, these both seem fine. No, I'm going to put one on the bottom and one on the top. That's probably good. See what my opponent's got. An island. They also have a Fairy Seer. See what they do with theirs. They've got the old border. That's pretty cool. I might need to switch mine out. Get some of those bad boys. So it looks like we're playing the mirror. I haven't played a mirror yet. See if my opponent would like to block. If they... Yeah, I mean, if they block, I think I'm going to run out another Fairy Seer here. Fortunately, I had to play out this island. I don't think I want either of these. I think 3 lands is enough for now. I'll eventually draw a fourth, and I don't think I'm really going to need more than 4 in this matchup for a while. I don't really... Oh, it's blue-black, so not a mirror. So it looks like I'm going to get a hit in with my ninja, and then probably lose the ninja, which is okay. This guy has 2, both on top. They could have, what's that card? I don't remember the name of it. But there's a free kill spell. If you control a swamp, they might have that, which would really blow me out a lot. If they pay 4 life for that, and I don't get this hit in. Yeah, snuff out, really brutal. I don't think I was supposed to play around that, but I could have. Play the fairy again. We're looking for another ninja or an augur. Snuffing that guy out right away too. I probably would have untapped if I were them, but let's put that on the bottom. I do think I maybe need to draw this Skred, just in case they have more fairies. Because I don't want to just be straight up dead to their own ninja, because I don't have a way to stop a ninja at the moment. Yeah, they have an augur. So augur is just the best card in this matchup by a lot. It's the best card in a ton of matchups. I don't know if I mentioned it in the intro, but I do think probably decent chance we should have more augurs in the list. What am I going to shuffle away? I'm definitely going to shuffle away the island. I really want to keep the Skred. I guess it's just a counterspell. I want to keep the Skred and the Commodore. So hopefully yeah, I mean, I'm just in really big trouble. If they play, if they have a ninja here, I'm screwed. It is kind of the nature of these decks. I wonder if at some point I should have played this Evolving Wilds out. Whew. Alright. Survived 1. I'm going to go ahead and get a mountain here. Spell Stutter is a really nice one. Obviously not playing out the Commodore here. Alright. Well, they're missing land drops, and I'm making my land drops, so I'm just gonna keep passing here. There's no reason for me to run anything out. Alright, they hit, unfortunately. I decide if I want to Skred this guy. I guess I will. Hopefully they play a Spell Stutter and I can counter it. No. Hoping for a land. Perfect. So, let's run this guy out. Hold up counterspell. Hopefully their plan is to run out a sprite here, or they have no plan at all. Would be even better. Just gonna counter a sprite if they play one. Cast down I don't care about at all. That can definitely resolve. So I talked about it earlier, but this is how you beat the removal decks. You just play out a Commodore and you keep their side of the board clear, and you keep the Monarch for yourself. Hopefully they don't have a good way to take the Monarch back. I imagine they are playing their own Monarch cards. Yeah, I'll sprite this. It's probably gonna get countered, but or just killed on the stack or something, but that's okay. So Either the only way we could really get in trouble is if they have a snuff out and their own monarch, their Thorn of the Black Rose. That could really hurt us. Okay. Yeah, this is not great either. See, they must have hit something. They're taking a long time to think here. So I definitely need to hit something. Ooh, I did hit something. Let's play an Augur. Perfect. Yeah, I'll take another counterspell, I guess. And I'm just gonna pass the turn. I'm gonna set stop on my end step just in case. We'll see what I draw here. Okay. So they're a little pinched on mana. I can counter a removal spell here. Yeah, so I'm going to counter this. And then if they spell stutter, I'll hit the fairy. Okay, that's all okay. I think I'm going to sack the Augur. Since I have this ninja, I would rather get their Augur off the board. So I'd rather bolt their Augur and block their fairies here. So we're going to attack here. I'm going to block. Bolt this Augur. I'm assuming they don't play anything that can deal with that. It looks like that was the case. So I get to keep Monarch for another turn. I guess I'm going to cast this like this. The ninja on the board. Bolt is a good draw. Help us keep the Monarch even longer. Preordain's fine. Scries 2, both on the bottom. I think I'm just going to let that resolve and bolt it. They can have the Monarch for one turn. I'm going to counter a Snuff Out if they have one. I don't really want to burn my counter on that. Definitely could have, but it's nice to turn the bolt into something useful. Alright, obviously a huge swing to get a hit in with the ninja. Apparently they have nothing worth playing. This is going to get spell stuttered, which is fine for now. I'm going to bolt the spell stutter. They're probably going to spell stutter again, and I'll counter it with a counter spell. Then if they have a 1-mana spell, I'll spell stutter that. Alright, this all worked out fine. These both seem okay. I'm gonna keep the Spell Pierce because they're still a little pinched on mana, as you can see. They're still on 5. At the very least, it'll probably counter a Chainers at some point. This is probably their last turn to really mount a real defense. Yeah, and they had nothing. Cool. So we're gonna bring the Pyroblasts in, of course. Do have to decide about stuff like Curfew and Fiery Cannon, or yeah, and like the Relic and the Curfews and stuff. Relic seems pretty mediocre. I don't think they have anything besides the Chainers that the Relic cares about. And on the also, like, additionally, we don't really have any bad cards, so it makes it tough to figure out what to bring in. So I don't think I'm going to bring in any of these iffy cards. We'll see if they have more graveyard stuff than I'm thinking, and we might want the relic. I don't know if they have Gurmag Anglers or something. Might be nice to keep in check with the relic, but even that I'm not super scared of. I'm gonna bring in these Pyroblasts. I'm gonna take out the Abrade, and I don't know what else to take out. So cards that I definitely don't want to take out are these guys. I could maybe take out one Ninja. It might be kind of hard to get in. I'm going to take out one Ninja for sure. It's going to be tough to get in with them. I want to keep the Commodore, I think. It's kind of the best way to get through these decks. I could cut one removal spell. They're playing fairies, so it really makes me want to keep the removal. I didn't see any ninjas out of them. Maybe it's just a brainstorm. I'll just cut a brainstorm and call it good. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll see if I come to regret that and decide I want something different in the next games. So Snuff Out is really a tough one to play around. Oh boy. I'm gonna keep it, but I don't like it. Snuff Out's really tough to play around because it's pretty much... Oh shoot, that was a really bad play. I should have led with a Mountain. I wanted to get my blue online, but now if they play an Augur here, I can't counter it with Pyroblast. It was just a really bad mistake. It looks like they're not going to play one anyways, so we lucked out there. What was I saying? I forgot what I was talking about. Couldn't have been that important. See if we can find some blue mana here. Yeah, I'll run out this Ponder. Hopefully they spell Stutter. Oh, I was talking about Snuff Out. So there aren't very many free spells now that Daze has been banned. Those are all great. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna draw the island, play it. I'm gonna cast the Augur next turn. Anyway, back to Snuff Out. It's one of the only like good free spells in the format now that Daze has been banned. So it's something you have to actually play around. Whereas lately I haven't really had to play around much when people are tapped out or tapped low. If they have only one mana left and I have a spell stutter, I can pretty much guarantee that I can deal with their spell. So I'm not going to cast that Augur here. I'm just going to pass the turn and draw the Dispel next turn. Now I'm going to cast the Augur. Brainstorm I don't care about. Does put me in a pickle. It's possible I should have played the Augur last turn so I'd have a chance to draw land this turn. Oh, the Augur just resolves, huh? I'm gonna draw a Brainstorm. And I'm just gonna pass the turn. I'm gonna discard a Lightning Bolt here, I think. Really hate to waste a Dispel on something this bad, but I don't have an answer to a Thorn of the Black Rose. And I was gonna have to discard something anyway. If we're really lucky, they'll spell stutter this. Darn. That didn't go very well. Hopefully they don't have a Thorn, because I'll be really screwed if they do. Oh, a Ninja. Man, talk about cards I don't care about at all. Looks like they do have ninjas, though. So I'm not going to let them get value out of their spell stutter that easily. I'm going to untap before killing this guy. Alright. I'm going to spell stutter their Hydroblast. See if that works. If they have another Snuff Out, it's not going to work. But I guess that's all fine. I am in big trouble here again if they have a counterspell or a ninja. Or not ninja, if they have a counterspell or a thorn. They didn't have a thorn last turn, so... Okay. I'm just going to pass the turn here. We're in really good shape now. We're pretty far ahead of them on resources at the moment, and our temporary shields down moments didn't get punished too badly. I'm going to cast a Brainstorm here. I guess that's fine. I'm going to put the counterspell on top, and then the ninja. So I'm really hoping to play a spell stutter this turn. I might just cast it out, even if they don't play anything. It's not great that I'm going to have to spend some counter spells on these just removal spells that normally I wouldn't care about. But I would really like to get a ninja attack in. And I'm untapping here, so it looks like I'm going to. That guy is fine. I'm going to go ahead and bolt it. If they play another one, I'll just Pyroblast it. Guess this is going swimmingly now. They're going to need a really good turn here to come back. It's going to have to be 2 black spells. I think they're screwed. I think they're just dead. Yep, game over. Cool, we got them. So this is normally a pretty good matchup for the blue-red side just because Pyroblast is so strong compared to the black, what black offers. Snuff Out is really a strong card, but they weren't able to keep up with the efficiency of our removal. And yeah, we were able to grind them out. They drew a few more lands than we did. Well, just one more. So, all right, let's go on to the final match. All right, here we are for round number 5, trying to lock up a respectable result. I'm going to be pretty happy with a 4-1. Going to be less happy with a 3-2. Playing against Unity 24 and we're on the draw. Secluded Step, playing against some kind of white deck. I don't know if that means Boros is back, or if we're playing against... Okay, some kind of heroic deck going on. That's cool. That guy's going to be hard for us to kill. That's definitely not going to be an easy one to kill. Alright. We'll probably be able to counter whatever they put on it, but we're not going to be able to... Alright. Fortunately, I don't have an answer for that either at the moment. I guess maybe I should have at some point gotten some red mana. I'll run that out. This Dispel could be okay. I think they have a decent number of instants, so I'm just going to let that happen. We're going to grab a red source here. Really hoping to snag this guy with this Electrickery at some point here. These are probably both okay. Maybe the Augur is just too bad. These might both be too bad. What am I actually looking for? A Skred, probably? I think I'm going to draw the Augur. I think I've got enough counterspells in my hands. Alright, this is a good sign. Alright, well, I guess we're about to find out if they have a mutagenic growth. I'm gonna get blown up big time by a mutagenic growth. I guess I'll spell pierce this. Even that's tough. 1-5 is going to be really hard to beat. Cartouche is okay. I think at some point I might have to... This is by the way, this is by far the best card in the deck against us. I mean, basically all the other cards are bad, and the Trailblazer is really good. So it's a little unfortunate they were able to drop that turn one while our shields were down. Um, but we play on. All right, there's a bolt. Can't really imagine needing the bolt. Let's play this auger out. I found the Skred, so if I find a bunch more stuff, I'll be able to kill this guy. Yeah, this is looking really bad. I think this is a pretty good matchup. I'm just gonna spell start that. I think this is a pretty good matchup unless they get the Trailblazer. Just generally none of the other spells matter at all. That was a questionable choice because they already know I can kill that guy with the Skred. I'd probably not have done it that way. I mean, it means I can't Skred this guy. Well, we're getting in because I have to chump block this guy every turn for the rest of the game, it's looking like, and I might be able to do that, but I don't have high hopes. Yeah, I mean, I got a spell stutter that. Should probably not have chump blocked with the auger. Alright, I'm just dead to an instant here. I'm not going to block. Okay. I can kill that guy. Let's preordain first, I guess. Um, hmm. Maybe I should have tried to find a ninja. That's realistically the only way I can win this game here. And bolt this guy. So if I can find another Skred, another mountain, and like a bunch more lands, maybe I can do something. Alright, I have to block. It's not looking good, folks. I need to run like auger into auger into auger, and yeah, I guess I got spell stutter that guy. Alright. Well, I'm not attacking. And unfortunately, I just have to Skred this, which I think means I lose. I don't really see a way I can chump block this every turn. There is some world where I can, just by like getting Monarch or something. Yeah, I gotta counter him. I can't believe they haven't played any instance yet. I thought they had some like protection instance. Alright. So last chance. So I think we need to draw an Ogre next turn now. Or I guess a Brainstorm into a couple things. Auger. Alright, step one complete. Oh no, there goes the Daredevil. So that's going to be tough. So Brainstorm. Probably need to hit another Auger. I guess I can put both of these on the bottom with the Fairy. So put both of these on the bottom with the Fairy. Draw a Ninja. Really need to draw a Ninja. Chump block with the Fairy. I've gone through a lot of cards with no ninjas. Oh man, that'll probably do it. I'm gonna keep that in hand in case I draw a Brainstorm next turn. Well, our luck ran out, I think. So I can draw a second Ogre or another Augur. Alright, Brainstorm, we still have some life. Alright. Put the 2 lands back. Let's shuffle. An island. Play the island. Well, there's all those ninjas I've been needing for a long time here. Fortunately, I do have to shuffle those. Burden's gonna cut off a lot of my outs. That stinks. Just all the cards I've been needing this whole time. So I need to hope my other... Alright, here we go. We're still going. So I gotta hope another Augur or something is on top. There's 1 mana away from me to play the Ogre. So I need an Augur or an Ogre to really have any chance. I still need them to draw just nothing forever. Dang. We're actually, not that far away. Alright, so this is where the Echoing Truth and the Curfews are in for. I might still want the Cannonades. They're a little questionable. Sweep up some cartouche tokens and some random guys. Probably not worth it. You want these 3. Dispel looked horrible, although I'm guessing they might have some dispellable stuff now. I don't think the Sentinel's Eyes are worth it for the Relic. Spell Pierce, only okay. It counters a lot of their stuff, but countering it isn't really the issue. What do I want to take out here? Abrade is really slow. But it's still nice to have some removal. Probably tough to get in with Ninja. I'll cut 1 Ninja. I still need them to actually, so I can race. And the Brainstorms are really important there, but I'm going to cut 1 Brainstorm again. Alright, here we go. On the play this time, this hand looks good. I'll keep it. I'm going to play out the island and grab a mountain. We are, again, pretty weak to a Trailblazer, like usual. But I actually have some outs to it now. I have a couple bounce spells where I didn't have any bounce spells in the whole deck last time. Deathblade is definitely beatable. I'm not going to run out the Augur or anything yet. I'm just going to hold up my spells. Maybe I should have held up Skred and Spell Stutter, just so I had some better answers, because it would have been nice to Skred this guy, this cartouche, instead of having this happen. Yeah. This was probably bad play. Now I'm going to have to hope I can bounce this guy. Well, suppose I can just Skred him right now and get rid of that Umbra. Hopefully play another land. I'm just going to counter that. It's pretty brutal. I guess I should have brought in those Cannonades. It would have been insane here. I don't think this is normally how this plays out, though. I guess I'm going to play out this Fairy. I guess I'll put the Curfew on top, because I wouldn't mind picking up some of my guys. Well, I think I want the brainstorm more than... Yeah. Maybe I just want the curfew. Need them to draw some lands here. So they can attack with everything and force me to block here. And I guess they probably pick up the cat. No, it just doesn't matter. Because they have first strike. Stupid cartouche. Kind of forgot about this cat. I was thinking they just had tokens. Whatever. That's not the end of the world. Probably should have taken that brainstorm. So I'll hold the mountain for now. I sure wish I had those cannonades. At least I still have the electricity in here. Well, I can't really do anything about that one. You can just cast this a bunch of times. Man, imagine a cannonade right there with that on the stack. Oh boy. Wonder if I should have taken out some of my counter spells. That was probably the play. That's something I used to do a lot when I played this deck. You would often want to take those out. It's not really telling me what they picked. Well, his curfew would have been insane last game, but it's terrible this game. Or it's okay this game. Not a super exciting card. I don't think I want to counter this cat just because it doesn't do anything. They just embalm it and bring it back. Alright, Augur, what you got? Another curfew. Perfect. I don't know. Put the fear in him with the mountain. The gut shot was really brutal. Yeah, I mean, I guess I gotta counter that. Nah, I'm just dead here. I'm giving up. Darn. 3 and 2. I think I almost certainly threw away that game earlier against the Walls combo deck. I feel like I should have been able to win that one. The white deck, I think I played poorly, but I think I still was going to lose. So doesn't, I guess, feel quite as bad. But first video back, 3 and 2. Not the worst, but not the best. Hopefully we'll get better from here. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you guys next time.